Hey guys, where's all my guys? Where's my peoples? Waiting on my peoples. It is Monday. Holy crap, it is Monday. Since I'm live, I'm just going to kind of wait for people to show up here. Because it's Monday. I'll wait a little bit, let some people join. And then we'll get right into it. This is Tidbits and Scribbles. I like Scribbles. I scribble all the time. All right. I'll just wait another minute or so for everybody to jump on, because I jumped on a little bit early, because that's how I do things. If you're here, say hi, because I can't see that. It doesn't tell me that you're here, so say hi. Hey, Dan. I'm just going to kind of wait for everybody to get here. I will start before everybody gets here, but we'll give them time. I always start early for some reason. It's just a thing. Like I can't figure out the clock. Okay, guys, it is officially 6 o'clock. I'm going to go. You guys can catch up later. All right. So for now, hey, Carl. So for tonight's Tidbits and Scribbles, as you can see behind me, I got it right that time. It's this hand, not this hand. But as you can see behind me, I need another sponsor. Not that Chrissy's isn't fantastic. Chrissy's cupboard is fantastic. You should go get snacks there whenever near or in Lakin. But I'm going to give somebody else a chance to jump on there and become a sponsor. If you'd like to be, if you'd like me to talk all about you and your art or business or whatever it is that you do. So for tonight, it is Tidbits and Scribbles. I wanted to talk about using a stopwatch to help you manage your time and to help you manage getting stuff done. Because I know myself, I've written list, and list helped me get things done immensely. Like, I'm never more productive when I have a list in front of me. But I also tend to write on that list like, okay, I'm going to spend 2 hours writing. And inevitably, in that 2 hours, something happens because I'm a mom and things happen. Like, I also homeschool. So the kids come and they say, hey, Mom, I have a question. I need this answered or that answered, or I need this supply, or we need to go here or there, whatever it is that interrupts your productivity. So I heard another theory about using a stopwatch. So I thought, fantastic, let's try that. Because I know for a fact that if I write a list and I say, okay, at 1 o'clock, I'm going to start writing, and I'm going to write for 2 hours. No matter how much I get done, I'm going to write for 2 hours at least. And it never, ever happens. So I told myself, well, let's try the stopwatch thing. And so for the last week, I've been trying the stopwatch thing. The stopwatch thing works. So here's some things. Make a list of all the things that you need to get done. Be specific, not long-term goals, things you need to get done. So make that list things like, I need to write 500 words today. I need to go grocery shopping. I need to, whatever it is. But then allot yourself the amount of time you think it will take you to accomplish that goal. Now, if let's say you're writing and your little timer goes off, okay? And you think, well, crap, I'm right in the middle of this and I could really do 2 or 3 more sentences and finish this out. Keep going. Don't stop. Just because that timer went off doesn't mean you have to stop. It just means that you have to write for that amount of time. If you're struggling to write 2 sentences in that half hour, yes, go ahead and stop. But you've trained yourself that, hey, when I set that timer, I'm going to write. Or when I set that timer, I'm going to do this one task, whether it's look at my emails, respond to my emails, whatever it is, and I'm going to at least do it for a half hour. Now, I'm looking at my notes, guys. Forgive me. Make it your expectation is what I've got written down here. So Make it your expectation that when you start that timer, the only thing you are doing is whatever task you have on your list. So if it is, I need to check my emails and respond to them, for that half hour, check your emails and respond to them. Don't pop over to Facebook. Don't pop over to Instagram. Use that half hour and check your emails and respond to those emails, because chances are there's far too many that you need to respond to, and an even bigger list of ones that you need to just delete. Yes, I do tell the family that I'm under a timer. So, like right now, they know that I'm doing my show Tidbits and Scribbles. So they know that no matter what, unless you're bleeding or something is on fire, don't come in here, don't bug me. This is what I'm doing. It's the same for when I pre-record a video. They know that, hey, mom's in there doing her thing. It's don't bother her, because then she'll have to start the video all over again, or she'll have to edit the video. So yeah, they are a big part of, I have to set those boundaries and say, you know what, from the time this timer starts to it goes off, I am doing this. Now, as you're making your list, you're going to come across things like some task or other that either you haven't done a lot, or you haven't done. Like, let's say you're learning Photoshop for the first time and you say, I'm gonna devote an hour to learning Photoshop. Now, in that hour, some people are going to get bored with Photoshop because they can catch on quick. They've got it. Other people are going to need 2 hours to explore Photoshop and figure it out. So if it's something that you're not sure about, just give yourself a half hour if you think it's going to take that long. Give yourself an hour if you think you can stick with it that long. But give yourself an increment of time to figure it out. Now, let's say you've given yourself a half hour and your timer goes off, but you're really into whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's your writing, whether it's you're learning a new skill, or you're learning a new website, and your timer goes off. It doesn't mean you have to stop. It means you made your half hour mark. You did what you said you were going to do. That's all that means. So shut the timer off and keep doing what it is that you were doing. Don't be afraid to spend 2 hours on that task that you were doing or things that you were learning. This goes right into the next point. It instills discipline. So you know that until that timer goes off, you are sitting in front of your desk, you're doing what you need to do, or you're doing a household chore, whatever it is that you need to get out of your way so you can do your creative endeavors. If you're a painter and you know that you need to get your kids off to school before you can paint, get the kids off to school. Don't try and fit it all in. If you know that there's a soccer game coming up tonight, you've got to leave the house at 5 o'clock. Don't schedule your art from 4 o'clock, or start your art at 4 o'clock and say, I'm going to spend an hour on it because I don't have to leave till 5. You and I both know there is stuff you got to do before you get those kids in the car. So be smart about it. But yeah, set your time and discipline yourself that, hey, I've set my timer for a half hour. And for that half hour, I'm not doing anything else. I'm not playing on TikTok. I'm not playing on Facebook. I'm not going to go check the laundry. I'm going to do exactly what it is that I said I was going to do. The timer has worked wonders for me this week, because I have an editing, I call it an editing project, because when I work for this publisher, he sends me 5 or 6 at a time. And they're not full-length novels. They're about 10,000 words, give or take. So still, you add that all together, that's a novel. And I need to get it done in a couple of weeks. And that's talking to the 5 or 6 authors that are on those projects. That's time consuming. So I know that I'm going to have to block out time. I also know my attention span sucks sometimes. So if I'm having a day where I know that normally I could spend 3 hours writing, or I could spend 3 hours editing, but today my attention span is not there, don't beat yourself up and think that you have to spend that amount of time on that project. So you know what? Today is just one of those off-kilter days, but I'm going to spend 15 minutes doing those edits, because if I don't, then I'll think tomorrow, well, I didn't do them yesterday, I won't do them today. I'll do them Friday when I've got more time. It doesn't work, Cupcake. It doesn't work. Because Friday rolls around and then it's, oh, well, I have to go get the groceries. And then while I was getting the groceries, I blew a tire on the car. And whatever your chaos is, chaos happens. So just like me not recording or pre-recording Tidbits and Scribbles, all that happened was life. Lots and lots of little things got in the way. And I said, you know what? I'll do it tomorrow. No, I'll do it Friday. No, I'll do it Saturday. And then it was Sunday. And I went, well, never mind. I'll just do it live on Monday. So don't kid yourself either when you're using the timer. The timer is amazing and it does work. The lists work. You have to use them though. I know myself when I get out of the habit of using them, they don't work. They can't work if you're not using them, guys. With that, you're blocking out your interruptions. You're building your momentum. You're making your habits. When you write out these tasks, write out, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Don't just write, I'm going to write in book 4. Put on your list, I'm going to write 500 words in chapter 6 of book 4. Because then you've got a rock solid goal that you're getting towards. And if you get 510 words written, great, you beat it. Because with editing, you know that those 10 words might get edited out or another 10 words, and you need those. So keep going. So if you've got your stopwatch of whatever, try not to use it on your cell phone. Try not to use it on your computer. Try to actually get a stopwatch so that it's the only device that is staring at you other than your computer, if that's what you're doing. And don't look at anything else. Don't do your social media. Don't look at your phone. In fact, get it out of your office, get it out of your site, wherever. Put it in another room. I don't care. But use your stopwatch and only your stopwatch. And I promise, because it worked for me. And if it works for me, guys, the shit works. Because I have the worst time sticking to a plan. Like if I were in the military, I'd be soaped every other day. I can't stick with a fucking plan to save my life. So if I'm telling you it works for me. And if you've had troubles and you struggle with this stuff, I promise, give this a try. And don't try it like a couple of days and then give up on it. It's not going to work if you do it that way. Give it at least a week. So I'm religious about lists. I've done them forever and ever and ever. But when I added the stopwatch to the list, I started being more productive. In fact, I got 3 of those stories I told you I have to edit. I got 3 of them done in one night. And it wasn't like I stayed up till 2 a.m. because I can't. I literally cannot stay up past like 10:30's pushing it because I get up so early. So I couldn't stay up. I couldn't say to myself, well, just stay up a little later and just get them done. That's not an option for me. That's where the stopwatch comes in. And it tells me, okay, you've spent 2 hours on these. You've spent 3 hours on these. It's time. It's time to shut it down, go to bed. But I have to make myself do that, and I have to catch myself doing it. And the stopwatch is the single best thing I have ever found for discipline. So if you guys want me to elaborate, let me know in the notes. If you're watching this video on the rerun, that's fine. Leave it in the notes, and I will comment and maybe even talk to you through Messenger and see where you're struggling at and what I can offer for you. If you have a subject that you think I should cover, let me know. Because I am part of that Rising Tide broadcast network where we're all a group of creatives trying to help other creatives get to where we are. So let me know what you guys need. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. It goes out on the 27th of every month. So just before Halloween, you will get it. I will say it is not for the faint of heart. I haven't gone too crazy yet, but I have titled it Notes from a Nympho. It's about to go XXX rated. So if you don't like that stuff, don't sign up. But if you do, sign up. Like I said, it goes out the 27th. It will be XXX rated. Don't be shocked. All right, guys. So I'm going to keep this short, sweet, and to the point, and I will catch you guys on the flip-flop.